Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Tuesday, August the 13th, 2013. I'm trying to show you guys something here today. I'm going to be looking at one chart every single day, so I recommend you go to the free website to get the others because there are several out there that are setting up for long opportunities, actually. What we have going on right now is we had this downtrend that was happening in many of the different charts, lower series of highs, lower series of lows. Then all of a sudden you get this move up here and takes out a previous high. At that point, you're not bullish, you wait. You want to see what follows. You should see some kind of a pullback or something like that. In this particular case, you're not really seeing a pullback like you would typically expect. Like I would expect something to go up here and then come back down like this, and then we start to do that. That's not what's happening here. Instead, we're seeing consolidation, and we're seeing that all over, even in some of the U.S. charts. And as well as Europe and so forth and so on. So be sure to check out the free website and look at those charts because I've updated them already. When you're looking at this particular chart, you can see this consolidation. We just find this resistance line right here and this support line right here. So what happened was this previous support at that 50-period moving average, and then it started to give us some breakdown signals. We get lower low from this point to this point. We get close below the 50-period moving. All these things are very bearish when we start selling at that point, and then she breaks down. And then it changes when we get the move back up to the upside, and now you'll notice something has changed again. When now we pull back to that 50-period moving average, we get hammer candlestick, bounce off it, come down here, hammer candlestick, bounce off it, come back to it, hammer candlestick, bounce off of it. Exactly what you had been seeing over here, the initial phase before it broke down, and now we're reestablishing that support. And so we're preparing what at this particular time we look at this chart, we see it as preparing to be a bullish move. We would break out to the upside. That means when you look at this chart, you'd say, well, this is the first leg here. This is the measured move right here. We'd simply measure this right here. Out the other side, we'd be definitely testing this level again. So I'll be looking for that to set up, and that's why I've marked this with a black arrow, indicating that if you got confirmation tomorrow with a higher high than today's high was 1379.34 or 0.34. If you got 0.35 even intraday tomorrow, then that would be a confirmation point. You could leave a buyer there with a stop set just below this low point here and watch it to continue to move higher. Another way to play this would be to look for the secondary buy signal, which would be breaking out and closing above this downtrend line right here. So if you were to move up here tomorrow or the next day and you were to close above that point right there, that would be another buy signal. You take advantage of that with the stop set off the low at that point. If you go to the free website at PerfectStockAlert.com, you will find at the bottom on the home page, you will find a section titled, let's see, let me get it right. Okay. The global market charts updated nightly, Dow, the transportation, the NASDAQ, etc., all the way through the 21 major markets I track for you at PerfectStockAlert.com. You will find the 3-month daily charts, which I annotate the nightly, as well as the 2-year weekly charts, which I also annotate. So it's important that you know that. There's lots of opportunities setting up in this market right now. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.